Hey everyone, it's Alexis.
And Kimberly. Hey, how you doing?
We're talking about exfoliating today.
Yay, very important.
Oh, exfoliating. I love this topic. It's one of my favorites because not a lot of people do it, and they do it. I have found, working with people, that people are afraid of exfoliating because they're afraid of making their skin raw and red.
Or they're lazy, like me.
The exfoliating is so important. I love it because it helps to keep our pores open and unclogged, which means our skin is breathing.
Yep.
It keeps all of the little makeup particles and oil and things out of the pores so we're not having breakouts. It also helps to increase collagen. And collagen is the substance that is built in underneath the skin that gives us the beautiful rays in our cheeks, life to our lips, structure to our eyebrows, super important. And when we get older,
They start sagging.
It's because we stop making collagen, and so when we exfoliate, it helps us to get our bodies to remember that it needs to be making collagen.
And better circulation for a better, healthier glow to the skin as well.
Yep. Exfoliating will also move the lymphatic fluid around the body, and lymphatic fluid is responsible for keeping us from being puffy. It helps the body to regulate our immune system. So super important reasons to exfoliate. Today I'm holding the resurfacing.
And I'm gonna go grab mine because I left it over there while she talks about this.
I like this particular product for individuals who have not been exfoliating. It's a little bit thicker than the polisher. It has volcanic ash in it, and you can see the color. It's really dark. There's some black walnut shell mixed in there. Two ingredients are super important. The volcanic ash helps to gently remove the dead skin from the surface of our faces. That was cute.
We need more coffee.
So when we have cells that build up on the top of our skin, right? Skin is made to slough off. When you get really ashy, especially those of us who have a little bit more pigment in our skin, and it begins to get ashy, it's because there's a buildup of cells that need to get taken off.
Dead skin is great, and if you've got dead skin there, you've got this layer that creates a really crepe papery look on your skin, an ashy look on your skin, and a dead look on your skin because it's dead skin. So when you remove that, you get the circulation going, you help with the collagen rebuilding, you have a smoother, softer look to the skin, so it doesn't look like the little cornflakes. It doesn't look like, rough crepe paper. Yeah. You have a smoother surface that everything is going to absorb in better, and thus you're getting better use from your products.
That's a good thing to mention here is that the absorption into the skin. If you're using serums and moisturizers and you've got thick levels of dead cells on your skin,
you're wasting your money.
It's not going to penetrate as well, so you're not going to get the full benefit of what it is that you're putting on. Yeah. The other ingredient that's in here, the black walnut shell that I was talking about, helps to reduce the inflammation of the skin. So when, I see a lot of people who use products that are mostly chemical laden and they get really red splotches. Some of that can be because we're being too aggressive with the way that we're polishing our skin, but oftentimes it's just because it's creating an inflammation effect on the skin. So the black walnut shell in here helps to reduce inflammation from having that top layer removed when we're not used to having it exfoliated off.
And this is a great time to jump into the variety of what SeneGence has as far as products. So Alexis just told you about the facial resurfacer. Now we have another video that will show you where you can see the difference of the grains. So the analogy I like to use is kind of sandpaper, which is not great for the skin concept, but this is like a coarser sandpaper, and it's getting all of the dead skin off. But like she said, it's being gentle as long as you're not being aggressive. So you want to be gentle. And like she was mentioning, your alpha-hydroxy acids or any of those acids can be a little bit more aggressive if you're sensitive. But this, you have control over how much pressure you put and how aggressive you are. So this one is the first step in getting all the dead skin off and making your skin more refined, unless you're sensitive. sensitive. If you are sensitive, or once you've done this and gotten your skin to a good condition, then you can use this one, which is the polishing exfoliator. The polishing exfoliator has a lot of the same ingredients and benefits of the resurfacer, such as the Vanuatu ash, which is what the exfoliator is. It does have the black walnut powder for the inflammation as well. It's just a more refined look to give you more of a polish. So whether you're doing wood or whether you're doing stone, when you've got a rougher grain, you get it exfoliated faster. You get all that rough nastiness off, and then you go more in with the refined to give you a polished look, a shine, a luminosity to the skin, and that's what this polisher does. Now, as we were talking about earlier, if you're lazy, and I'm very lazy, this might be a step that you guys are missing, and it is crucial to doing it. So some of the tips that you can do when you're lazy like me, because I'm going to give you all the lazy tips. I still use this almost on a daily basis versus the 2 to 3 times a week is what you should be using the exfoliators. Okay, that's your basics. Your basic skincare is really important. This is your basic skincare on a weekly basis, 2 to 3 times a week. You would do the resurfacer 2 to 3 times a week. Or once you've gotten to that point, you would do the polisher 2 to 3 times a week. Me being lazy, I take a little bit of this with my cleanser every day. Because when you're older, you need to help with that cell turnover, and the exfoliation helps to do that. You want to get all that dead skin off, because as you're older, your skin gets flakier. Have you noticed that? I've noticed that.
It's starting to creep up.
When I was 17, I used to see these ladies' skin. I'm like, why are they not exfoliating? They got all this dead skin. Well, as you get older, you get a lot more of that flakiness and dead skin. So this is going to help to polish that off, and you can mix it with your cleanser. And something else that I've started doing is using the Shea Body Butter, which is freaking fantastic, okay? And I'm using that as a makeup remover, but when I do it on a dry skin massage all over to take off my makeup, I'm adding a little bit of this on top of it, and then massaging it in and then rinsing it off, and you're getting the exfoliation while you're taking off your makeup. So that's a trick that you can do.
And by doing this one on a daily basis, you're going to find that natural radiance that you have, that you can go without makeup sometimes and still like a little bit of mascara and still look fantastic.
Yeah.
That's going to start coming through more often.
Yeah, and the rougher one is also fantastic on the hands if you work with your hands a lot. Elbows, knees, feet, but we also do, neck and décolleté too, and then we also have a body scrub too.
This is fantastic if you want to give yourself a great pedicure.
Oh yeah. So that's some of the information on why you need to be doing a scrub on a weekly basis or a daily basis if you might be a little bit older, have difficult skin. If you're an oily, acne-prone skin, be careful about what you use. You don't want to spread the bacteria. You don't want to irritate the bacteria or the breakout. So those are kind of conversations you can have individually with us. Any questions you have, put in the comments and we'll get back to you. Is there anything else we haven't mentioned that we should?
I don't think so. I think we covered it today.
All right, guys, I hope that it's helpful for you and that you're adding in, whether it be the resurfacer or the polisher. You can go on our websites and get all the information of ingredients, how to use it, all that kind of stuff. We're keeping this under 10 minutes. We're actually a little bit over 8 minutes. That's not too bad. Let us know what you want to know more about, and hopefully this was helpful.